So it's the third week of August. It's peak season and it's going to be very busy at the airport. Let's head on inside. Now, I did get a message this morning from easyJet to say to arrive at the airport a little bit earlier than normal due to the amount of people we have here and also because of the queues over at border control. But let's see what it's like this morning. So the queues for the check-in desks are actually quite long. Oh my goodness, this is actually the busiest I've seen the airport all year. Now we are travelling hand luggage only this morning. Let's just go and take a quick look at the easyJet desk. And it's looking quite busy this morning. So if you are taking check-in luggage, make sure you get to these check-in desks in just a little bit of extra time. But anyway, we're going to head on through security now. Just taking a quick look at the boards here, I can only see a couple of flights that have been delayed this morning. Nothing heading towards the UK, and we are flying to Bristol, so all looking good on the departure board. Let's head on up to security. So we can see we've got about a 6-minute queue over here to our right hand side towards security. I think they've only got the one side open this morning. That's a bit of a worry. Let's see how busy it is. Hopefully it should be okay. 6 minutes is no time, so hopefully you should get through really quickly. Look, you can see all these drinks machines here. Don't get your water before going through security, otherwise you're going to have to get rid of it. And we do still have the restrictions on liquids over here at Palma Airport. So just 100 millilitre containers of liquids going through security. You can't take bottles of water through. But there's plenty of other drinks machines on the other side. Okay, so we got through security in just over 5 minutes, which is actually really good. Right, let's head on through duty free. Now, we're not going to hang around too much in here. My daughter's gone to go and try some perfumes, but I want to show you very briefly what the limits are for taking alcohol and cigarettes back to the United Kingdom. As you know, we're no longer in the EU, so there are restrictions on that. Now, first thing I'm going to say, if you do want to take back something for a present for somebody back home, take back a bottle of Tunel. It's called Yerbaz. It's an after-dinner drink. You have a little shot of it after you've eaten. It's actually quite nice. It costs €15 here, and I think that's for around a litre. So it's not bad value. Okay, so that's just an idea of what you can take back to the United Kingdom if that is where you're flying. But anyway, we're going to head on through the rest of duty free now. I'm going to get down towards border control because I see a lot of people travelling this morning and I really hope the queues aren't going to be too bad. I did see on my channel yesterday, I had a few comments saying it took in the region of around 50 minutes to get through border control. Let's go and see what it's like today. Okay, so we're coming out of duty free here. Let's just see how busy it is. Goodness me, it's packed. Now look, here's a top tip. If you are going through Terminal A, if you're heading towards the United Kingdom, I would recommend just getting through towards Terminal A because we've got a whole load of cafes and restaurants over on that side beyond border control. Don't hang around here. Just having a quick look at our flight here. I can see we're on the 10 o'clock to Bristol flight. Got our gate number up there already. We're over at A21. Look, I see no delays this morning either, which is really good news. I hope this gives you a little bit of confidence if you're coming through the airport very soon. Look at that, look, everything's running on time pretty much this morning. We just have a couple of delayed flights going to Germany, but that's about it. Anyway, come on, let's head on through. We've got a whole wall of drinks machines here, but once again, as I've said, we've got plenty of shops over on the other side. So we're going to get through here as quickly as possible, and you can just see how busy it is to my right-hand side here. Lots and lots of people waiting for their gate numbers to be called. It's just a case of getting through the crowds here this morning. I think I can safely say this is the most busy I've seen Palma Airport all year. Then again, we are in August. Anyway, let's head down towards Terminal A. Actually hear some drilling. They've still got some works going on over here at the airport this morning. To my left hand side here is normally the signs for the VIP area, but look, I don't know what they're doing, but they've got some quite considerable refurbishments going on this side. But look at the amount of people heading down towards the border control, the passport control area. So we do have a new passport control area. They've got rid of the e-gates. I think I showed that in my last video. We're going to head on down now, and I'm going to have to turn the camera off. Okay, so we've come out of the duty-free hall. Now I have to say actually that the duty-free in there, it's a little bit more expensive than you're actually going to find in the shops like Court and Glaze in Palma. We're just coming through to the main Terminal 1 area. Now if you watch my Monday update from this week, you'll know that I talked about the Invisible Disabilities badge. I've got a QR code on here as well where you can download it too. It is in Spanish, but it's just showing on the screen here. Right, let's just check out how our flight is looking this morning. Looks like everything is boarding as normal. As are all the other flights as well, which is really good news. Right, so just taking a look around the airport this morning. We've got a sushi bar over here, we've got a coffee and bakery area. There's a Subway too. I know just around the corner as well, there's an Irish bar. You've got a little bit more time on your hands. We've only got about 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes before we board, so that's not really a whole lot of time actually. And we did arrive here at the airport 2 hours before our flight with just hand luggage, so just to give you an idea. And to the right hand side here, you're going to find the drinking water. It's €1.50. Also, if you're looking for the water, the drinking water to refill your bottle, it's just around the corner here, just to the right hand side of the paid for bottles. And it's actually hidden by a sign, so. Now there are not a whole lot of shops as you come through this whole Terminal A area. I can only imagine what it was like last week when all the flights were delayed. There's quite a huge Burger King here. We'll start heading down towards our gate. We're just coming up to the accessibility area as well. If you are coming for your flight, this is where they will bring you here to wait. There's nobody here just yet. Okay, so what a very different atmosphere over here in Palma Airport to the scenes that we saw and heard about last week after the storms and the huge amount of flight delays and cancellations. Now here's the thing, we should have actually been travelling a week ago, but we had to change our entire holiday plans for reasons I won't go into, but we actually should have been travelling last week, so we missed that whole chaos. So I can't tell you how grateful I am that we're actually now travelling this week because, well, the experience that we've got today is obviously going to be very different to the one that so many travellers experienced last week. Now we got here in good time. We got here just over 2 hours, a little bit before 2 hours before the departure of our flight. We only had check-in luggage, but as you can see as well when we came in that the check-in desks were extremely busy just for every single airline, so always allow a little bit more time for your journey. And actually I just have to say too, if you are getting a taxi to the airport, allow more time for your journey as well, because the barriers coming into into the airport. The queue for the airport was quite long this morning. I didn't film it, but just to let you know, it can get a little bit queued up coming into the airport, particularly in peak season. The restaurants over here are also a little bit busy too, I've noticed, but I have to say, and I do have a bit of a complaint here, Palma Airport, the toilets, I have to say, the loos that have just been in here, they lacked soap again in one of the machines. I think you need someone in there pretty much all the time. With the volume of people going through the toilets, you just need someone in there cleaning as well. It's not great. It's not great at all. Anyway, now I also have to point out too that I have had a message from one of my viewers who found all the drinking fountains around the airport, and I'm going to drop some photos in here showing you whereabouts they are. I've shown you where the drinking fountain is over here. It's just the right-hand side, left-hand side of the drinks machines as well. It was actually hidden behind a sign, did have to look for it, but it is there. It's just right outside the first block of toilets, you'll see. So if you do have a refillable bottle, then you can make use of those. The bars and the restaurants are a little bit busy as well here too. Try and bring some food. We've got lots of food with us as well. We just got a bottle of water. I could do with a coffee. I think I'll get that when we get to the UK. But anyway, I think our flight's going to board now, so I'm going to go and check it out. But I have to say, I'm going to show you the area where I'm sitting at the moment. If you do need to charge your phone or your laptop, I'm also going to show you the views here from the departure gates, because they're actually quite spectacular. We can see planes taking off. But anyway, let me show you this area. Okay, so look, we've got a little desk area here, look, with we've got 4 charging points. It's quite nice if you want to do some work, plus, let me just show you, we've got this standing area too, with more plugs too, and with views of the runway, which isn't too bad. Now hopefully we're going to see our flight coming in. I'm wondering if it's this one here. No, it's not. It is an easyJet we're going on this morning. This is our gate to the right-hand side. But the views here, for any of you plane spotters, are quite amazing, because you can actually see the planes that are taking off too. Okay, so I thought it was all a bit too good to be true. I've just got on the app a live update from easyJet. By the way, if you are travelling easyJet or any of the low-cost airlines, make sure you download the app, because you will get the live updates. But they've said they're boarding the plane, and because of problems with air traffic control today, they may keep us on the plane until we actually depart. So it looks like we're going to have a bit of a delay. I don't know how long that's going to be. So best thing is that I've got a great view of the runway here, and today I've got the window seat as well, so I'm quite happy about that. So let's take a look out the window and let's see how delayed we're going to be today. Okay, so I've turned off the seatbelt signs. I'm going to be sat here for a while, so I'm actually going to show you something that I have not seen for quite a while. This is the easyJet magazine. So check this out. Look, it's been a while actually since we've seen the easyJet Traveller magazine back with all the articles in here. And here is an interesting fact as well. I used to actually write for easyJet Traveller many, many years ago. Around kind of 2009, I think it was. I used to write some articles about Palma. I used to work with the magazine as well on a freelance basis. So it's actually quite nice. They had this online before, but I guess nobody really read it when it was online. So it's actually quite nice. We've got a proper magazine here to give you lots of inspiration for destinations to visit. And look at that, got some good news from easyJet. Might be worth reading that while sitting on the runway here waiting for a flight slot. Okay, it looks like we're on the move. Now we've only been waiting for about 45 minutes or so. So we're heading now down to the end of the runway. A little bit of misty haze over the island today. You can see it's looking a little bit hazy, a little bit cloudy. You can't get the normal clear views that you will do over Palma Nova or Porto Portal. So we're just over Porto Portals now. You can see we're heading on over the Palma Nova beaches. I can see the Globales Santa Lucia Hotel quite clearly in between Palma Nova Beach and San Matias Beach too. It's coming into view. And around the point of Magaluf, around Torre Nova, and we can just catch sight of Magaluf Beach to the bottom left of my screen here. It's going to be a beautiful day on the island. Woke up, it was very fresh this morning actually. I think we need to get used to that now we're heading to the UK. We're going to have a bit of a drop in temperatures. We're going to see proper rain for the first time in ages too. Goodbye sunshine for the time being. Okay, so we're getting on late into the morning. Haven't had a coffee yet. So we're going to dig right into the in-flight menu and check this out. So aboard easyJet, you can now get Costa coffee. Let's have a look at the menu. So just taking an initial look at the price of hot drinks over here, that you can see £3.75 to £3.95 for a Costa coffee. Checking out the teas too, as £3.20 for a tea. I think we'll try the coffee today. Let's see if it is any good. So this is why I always say, particularly if you're travelling with your family, bring food with you. You can get a whole bag of these little muffins and chocolate-filled croissants at the supermarket for about €1. So anyway, let's see what else there is. Now it's a little bit less like breakfast now. We're kind of heading into brunch, into lunch. But they have these little meal deals for the flight as well. You can get some little snacky boxes, some snack boxes for £6.50. You can also get your combination chicken wrap, snack and soft drink for around £9 to £11.50. Wraps are £5.50 and a baguette is £5.90. Now I'm pretty sure that if you order before you travel, you can get it for a little bit less. When you actually book your flight, you can get in-flight vouchers or some kind of discount. If you are after some hot food, just going to run this down the menu here to give you an idea. £4.50 for some noodles. I guess not everything is going to be available all the time though. And I bet it doesn't look quite like that either. Plus you get some Spanish freshenettes, cava. Only 2 for £12.95. It's not too bad. Look, you get £1 off any snack as well if you're going to get a drink too, so you can complement your drinks with some olives. Okay, so I've got my Costa coffee. Let's see what it's like. Now they've also given us some vouchers off our next easyJet holiday, seeing as we won't be using it because we're going to be going back home in a couple of weeks. Check out the discount code here. Don't know if anyone can make use of that. There's another one here too. Guess it's a first come first serve, but maybe give us a go. See if it works on your next holiday. There's some terms and conditions there which are a little bit illegible. Let me just zoom in. Book by 31st of the 12th. Okay, let's see what it's like. We've got the old Costa cups. Let's see if it tastes as good. Now, normally on flights, the coffees and the teas don't taste as nice as they do as when you're on the ground. It's normally because they can't get the water up to temperature. That's why I never really get tea on a flight, because it just doesn't taste like dishwater. But anyway, let's see what this coffee's like. It's okay, actually. It's actually better than the coffees that they used to do. It's okay. It's quite sweet. I did order a cappuccino because I suspect it might have a little bit more flavour to it. It's alright, it's not bad. I think it's better than the hot drinks that they used to do, so good on you there, easyJet. So what incredible views we've got over the southwest of England today, and we're just flying over Bristol city. We've done a full circle of the city actually, so we can take a southerly approach to the runway at Bristol Airport. Way off in the distance I can see Clifton Suspension Bridge and Wales way back over, way far away in the distance too. Amazingly clear day. Now we normally do arrive at Bristol Airport in the rain. It's normally terrible weather, but look at the sunshine today. I can't believe it. I feel so lucky actually. And the whole of England as well, with all the rain you guys have been having. We've still got beautiful green fields. I honestly think you cannot beat Britain in the summertime. Well, we have noticed a temperature difference arriving here at Bristol. It's about 20 degrees colder. I've got to say, actually, it's really nice and refreshing. I'm not complaining today. So when we left Palma this morning, it was 26 degrees. We've come into Bristol, it's 18 degrees. The jumper has gone on. I completely forgot to bring some jeans with me. I don't know what I was thinking of. Always happens every time we come over in August. But we're here. I hope you enjoyed the video today. Don't worry too much if you're flying this August. Things normally do go as planned. You don't get too much of a delay. We've come into a very busy arrivals area in Bristol Airport. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. I shall see you for the return journey back to Palma in a couple of weeks. Keep an eye on the content I'm going to be putting out over the next few days. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and don't forget you can find me on the Facebook group and on my Instagram, also called Mallorca Under the Sun. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Goodbye for now.